Well, I sanded it to here, so I was able to take the knife out, turn it around. I'm getting there. I'm almost through the waste of time sandpaper. And not that anybody cares about my little problems, but whatever the hell I had is still affecting me because I am just weak as a kitten. I feel better, but my God, I'm just exhausted. I'm finding that I'm not able to put the muscle that this needs. I mean, the sandpaper is probably not helping, but oh lordy. And I watched something. It's KJ. I don't know if anybody watches KJ. KJ, what's happened? Anyway, he's been banned on a lot of platforms because he just puts news out that the extremists on the left don't want anyone to promote. But anyway, there was an interview with a guy. You know, I don't talk about my faith on my channel much because, I think faith is kind of a private thing. And how I came to my faith is a little embarrassing. And I'm not embarrassed about my faith. It's what got me to where I'm at is a little embarrassing. And this guy, I'm going to tell you the story of what made me realize that I was definitely going down a bad path. And it was when I did some mushrooms for like the 4th or 5th time. I had done mushrooms before, and I rode my motorcycle, and I did dangerous things while on these mushrooms. And one time I did mushrooms, and I was by myself in my apartment, and this guy talked about he felt darkness walking into his soul. And that is exactly what, that very day, I stopped doing drugs that day because I saw evil permeating me. I was like a sponge and I was absorbing this evil. And the guy on KJ is like the second clip or third clip in, talked about exactly what I experienced. And I was by myself, and it was like the darkness knew there was nobody that could talk me out of this or talk me through it. And I felt like things were talking to me that shouldn't be talking. It's really weird, I know. And if you've never done mushrooms and you haven't experienced this, all you got is me explaining it to you, and it sounds crazy, I understand. But me being there, going through this, doing what I did, being at that point in my life where it could have gone much, much worse. I could have gone down a path that would have just destroyed me inside and out, my soul and my heart and my brain. And that's what in my mind I felt like I was a sponge absorbing evil and darkness and all the bad things that exist in the world. And at that moment, I swore to God I would not do any more drugs. And I didn't, but I went from that to alcohol. And alcohol was worse than any of the drugs that I'd ever done. Much worse. And the thing is, alcohol was much more accepted. So you were around people who, because everybody was doing it, drinking this amount, you didn't really feel like you were doing anything that bad. But, I got through that. I quit drinking, and I haven't touched a drug or alcohol or cigarettes in over 30 years. And I've been a Christian for that long. And I've had the evil walked out of my sponge, and the light of Jesus walked in. And I don't talk about this a lot on my channel. I have mentioned nobody doesn't know that I'm a Christian, but I don't make it part of my channel just because I think everybody's faith and how you've come to it is a personal journey. And that's all I'm going to say about it. But this thing just, the interview I watched, what he said was exactly what I felt and how it changed me almost immediately. Alrighty, back to sanding. Well, it happened. Finally got past the first grit. And sadly, I didn't use up all that junk sandpaper, so I'm going to put it right back where I store it, because it doesn't deserve to be in the same drawers as my good sandpaper. So, let's see. That was 120. I think I'm going to see what 180 will do. If not, I'll have to go back to 150. So, oh lordy, I think I'm gonna drink me a cup of coffee, put my feet on the desk, and take a drink a cup of coffee and do some thinking. Yeah. Oh yeah, I discovered something on this chair. Short nap. Long nap. Long nap. Short nap. Very cool. Alrighty then. I am over the hump. 180 worked fine. It took a little bit of work, but from here on out, it's going to be my normal amount of sanding. I'm going to go to 600 on this. 220 is my next grit, so I got 220, 320, 400, and 600. And that should go probably in a day. I could, yeah, I know I could. In a day, I could get it up to 600 and ready for heat treating. Haven't decided what I'm going to use for a handle. I have this walnut, and walnuts, it's a pretty good hardwood. I haven't decided for sure what I'm going to use for a handle, so maybe that walnut, maybe I'll find something better. I don't know, but I'm not at that point yet. So anyway, I'm going home. It's 12:30. Today's Sunday, and I go hang around with my wife, maybe sit in the front porch, and just do nothing. All right, you ready to go home? Let's go home.